Hi everyone, Kirk here with Kirk's Motorrad Shop in Crystal Lake, Illinois, bringing you another do-it-yourself video. Today's video is going to be on this G310 GS, and it's going to be how to flush out your brakes. Something you should be doing really every year, minimum every 2 years, but these things are expensive. I'd be changing your brake fluid out every year. Just make it part of your annual service. When you do your oil change, do your brake flush, lubricate your chain, that kind of thing on these GS's. Anyway, so it's a pretty straightforward thing to change out the brake fluid on here. You got a little brake reservoir, of course, right up here on the handlebar, and you have one that's for the rear brakes as well. So right behind this panel right here is where your brake reservoir for the rear circuit is going to be. You're going to remove this little T25 screw right there. Of course, it's not a T25. You know, I don't know why I do this job sometimes. I look like a monkey. So we're going to start right here. We're going to remove this one screw right here because behind this panel is our reservoir. That is a T30. Pull that off. And here's your reservoir. So just open that up. So just for the heck of it, I'm going to go ahead and test this reservoir just for water. I know that this is going to get changed. It needs it, but we're going to see just how bad it needs it. This bike only has like 4,500 miles on it. You can see it goes straight into the red. There's a lot of contamination and water in that. Doesn't look too terrible. No, doesn't look terrible in there, but it's bad enough. So I'll go ahead and use something to just suck out that old stuff that's in there. If you have a lot of residue that's down in there, if you have like a yellow foamy looking stuff, take a rag and wipe it out. So you're starting at zero. Now we're going to fill this up with some fresh Dot 4. Certainly looks better. All right, right back here behind the exhaust, this is your brake caliper. And sitting on top of the brake caliper, you have a little bleed port right here. Now, it really doesn't matter if you start at the rear or you start at the top, as long as it gets done. That's all that really matters. So I've got a little container here with this hose. And now I'm just going to make sure I can open and close this without it popping off of there or anything. It works just fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up and I'm going to push the brake pedal down all the way to the floor or down to the ground, close this, and let it back up. And I'm going to repeat this quite a few times. After about 5 to 10 pumps, I'm going to refill my reservoir. You don't want the reservoir to go dry. So make sure you keep that full. And just keep doing this procedure until you get clear brake fluid out of the caliper. Alright, the next part of this procedure is to properly bleed the brakes out. You can do it this way if you don't have one of these GS911 tools. What I just showed you. The proper way is to use the GS911 tool and use the bleed brake function in there, which is going to activate the ABS and it's going to purge any air bubbles or any debris or anything else that's in the pump itself. And you're going to hear the pump turn on when I activate this this mechanism here. Now it says to hit the brake. Now I need to flush the brakes a few more times. Sorry, you're going to be looking at my back here. There we go. I'm going to flush the brakes a couple more times now, just to move whatever might have been in the ABS pump out. And that's going to do it for the rear circuit. So I'm just going to top it up to where it says full. And put the cap back on. And now I'm going to go to the front circuit. Up here at the front, this is your reservoir right here for the brakes. You want to make sure, first thing, is you cover up your paint. Cover it with something. An old towel. I've got a fender cover here. Whatever you use, just make sure that you do it, okay? Make sure that you cover this up. You got two little screws on top of this to pull this off. It looks like maybe a 3mm hex, 2.5mm hex. Ooh. All right, I'm going to bring you in for a close-up on this one because this stuff looks nasty in there and you should probably see it too. So here is the lemon that I was talking about. See that foamy stuff down at the bottom? All right, we're just going to rely on regular light, but you can see down at the bottom, oh man, I put my finger down in there, it's like mush. It's like a gooey mush. See it coming up? So once again, guys, don't go by miles, okay? This bike has, like I said, only like 4,500 miles on it. It's all about time. Brake fluid breaks down over time more than it does on miles. You know, you could probably, I suppose if you took this thing right out of the factory and you drove it for 30,000 miles, you know, in 1 year, your brake fluid at the end of the year is probably going to still look brand new. But this is a 2019, and my guess is that this stuff has been sitting in there since it was built in Germany. And yeah, it's messed up. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just stirring it up with a Q-tip to loosen up all the garbage down at the bottom. And then I'm going to use my little suction tool and pull that stuff out of there. When you get a lot of this yellow garbage down here at the bottom, it does find its way into the ABS pump. And sometimes it can be very difficult to bleed the front circuit because of this stuff. You really want to try to get as much of that garbage out of there as you can. So I'm just going to fill it up with the fresh stuff again. That already looks a lot better. And then on these models, there's only one brake rotor on the left side of the bike. So right down here is your brake caliper. It's sitting right on top of it. This one's missing the little dust cap, but it's an 8mm metric on there. Little bleed screws, 8mm. Okay, we're just going to crack it loose, make sure it opens. Put our little drain hose on there. And I'm going to do now the same procedure So I like to just kind of straddle the bike. I know you can't really see what I'm doing here. There we go. I just kind of straddle the front wheel, and now I can reach the handle up there and open this up at the same time. Now like I said, it might get difficult to bleed this out. So the first few pumps usually go pretty well. And if there's water that gets trapped in the ABS pump, it's going to get really difficult at the hand. And you just work through it if it does get really difficult. And again, you want to just make sure that your reservoir, you keep fluid in there. I gave it about 8 pumps there. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill this back up. This is a pretty small reservoir on this thing. So if it does get really tough to squeeze this in because there's a lot of water that gets trapped in the ABS pump, that is definitely where it's going to come in real handy to have that GS911 tool. If you want to know where to get one of those, there's a lot of places you can get them. But one of the places that would help benefit a little bit myself is if you picked one up off of the Amazon page that I have right down in the description down below this video. But there's other places where you can find them. They're all the same price. I think they kind of got a price lock on these things. All right, now that I've worked through some of that, I'm going to now go ahead and do the GS911 tool on this. Okay, bleed it out a couple more times. It actually just got easier too. The amount of pressure that I'm pushing on the handle just got a little bit lighter. All right, so that is the way you bleed out the brakes on this GS310. Hope you guys got something out of it. If you do appreciate these videos, once again, take a look down in the description down below. There's ways that you can help out with the work that I do here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.